Fires across the Panhandle kept first responders plenty busy on Friday and into the weekend. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, just hours after authorities believed that the Hubbard Gap fire had been fully beaten back and contained, fire departments from throughout the region were recalled on Sunday as windy conditions caused remaining hotspots to flare over and find new fuel. Region 22 Emergency Manager Tim Newman tells KNEB News the blaze resumed its march on the south side of the Wildcat Hills between noon and 1 p.m., this time running through a smaller area of bluffs before emerging on the plains and moving southeast.
That's where it started, and it chased them all the way over here. We were like 98% contained. We were going to wrap it up today.
Mutual aid calls were quickly issued and homes along Banner County Roads 67 and 69 were evacuated as a precaution around 2 p.m. Newman said single-engine air tankers from Chadron and Hot Springs were once again making drops, and shortly after 3 in the afternoon, Newman said the flare-up had been stopped on the west side of County Road 67. Overall acres impacted the fire up until Sunday midday were reduced to 3,400 acres after a more detailed review, but with the Sunday flare-up, that number was closer to the original estimated 4,000. And to the north, firefighters spent much of their Friday and Saturday battling the Aristocrat fire up in Dawes County. Officials say the blaze scorched roughly 400 acres, and firefighters continued to patrol and extinguish hotspots inside control lines as they worked into Sunday to fully contain it. The Aristocrat fire was first reported Friday morning on Nebraska National Forest lands near the Spotted Trailhead, and is believed to have been caused by lightning. Well, coming up after the break, Bill Boyer's in with your comprehensive weather forecast. We'll have that right after this on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, we believe it shouldn't cost you money to access your money. That's why we offer free ATMs anytime, anywhere. Whether you are across town or traveling abroad, there won't be an added expense to access the funds in your Platte Valley Bank account. Free ATMs are just one of the great benefits of banking with us. Stop by to talk to one of our friendly associates to discuss what else Platte Valley Bank has to offer.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Well, we're going to be dealing with clear skies tonight. No issues out there. Temps falling in through the 70s and then down into the 60s, 50s, and eventually settling into the upper 40s tomorrow morning when we wake up and get ready to go for the day. A roller coaster of temps is really coming up. We're going to go up and down for a couple of days here. Hot tomorrow. The hottest days look like Friday and especially Saturday. And then much cooler temps come for next week after that Labor Day weekend. 77 yesterday. That ended a streak that we had of much above normal temps. And normal high is 85. This is it. We ended the month of August. This is the end of the month here now. 1/100th of an inch. That's it. That's we should have about 1.5 inches. So we're starting September now over 5¼ inches in the hole for the month again, or for the year now. So a big deficit to make up, and unfortunately we don't see anything coming anytime soon to relieve these drought conditions As you can see, we have some extreme drought in places. Severe drought conditions have overtaken a large portion of our region now, and even expanding further in some of the dry, abnormally dry to moderate drought conditions. Again, the severe drought here in this orange back towards Casper. That is a red shaded area. That is where the drought is listed as extreme. And we don't see any big changes from that coming, unfortunately. Not a lot of chance of rain over the next 7 days. 80s here across most of the Cornhusker State and portions of eastern Wyoming, northern Colorado as well. Upper 70s to low 80s here in our region. 82 in Ogallala, 80 right now in Sydney. Winds at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. That's making it feel a touch cooler than what it actually is. Severe weather threat off to our south tonight. We have nothing going on here in the area for severe weather today or tomorrow, and then right on into Thursday as well. The severe weather threats are minimal across the region. Getting on the bus tomorrow, how about that? Bus comes in the morning, about 49 degrees as you head out the door. On your way home, though, it's going to be hot, 92. So you need a jacket maybe when you get on the bus, and you'll want shorts on the way home, as we're going to warm up quickly tomorrow. Futurecast tonight is quiet. Clear, quiet. This is in motion. There's nothing happening out here. No clouds, no precip, no nothing. Not even any much in the way of breezes either. It's going to cool off because those clear skies overhead. Temps in the upper 40s overnight for lows. For tomorrow, it's kind of a carbon copy of what tonight is. Clear skies throughout the day. Maybe an afternoon cloud. That is about it. But it's all clear here on the weather front. Nothing going on across the high plains over the course of the next 36 hours. And high temperatures tomorrow. Going to warm back up into the upper 80s and low to mid 90s out here tomorrow as we're going to warm up a bit, and nothing going on in the precip over the next 36 hours. So all clear, quiet tonight. Lows down around 48. For tomorrow, hotter again. We're going to be back up to near 95. Winds at about 10 to 20 miles an hour. So we're up tomorrow, down some on Thursday, highs in the upper 80s. Low 90s on Friday. Look at Saturday. We could top out near 100 degrees, only to shave 40 degrees off that for highs by Tuesday. A gradual step down into the mid-80s Sunday, mid-70s on Monday, and then Tuesday we may not get above 60. It's going to be close to there. Late on Monday, we do have some late-day showers in the forecast there on Labor Day itself. So a little bit of everything, something for everyone this holiday weekend, with temps near 100, and then by the end of the holiday weekend only in the low 60s. So big changes are coming here in our forecast, at least over the course of the next 7 to 10 days. It looks like temps are going to start trending downward. And then some indications are the end of September could get hot and dry again. And unfortunately, pretty much all the way through here, we don't see much in the way of precip.
At 21st Century Equipment, we're proud to introduce the new Build Your Own tool. Build the John Deere you've been wanting and see how affordable it really is. Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home, with the new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
I wear a mask.
I wear a mask.
I wear a mask. I wear a mask.
I wear a mask.
I wear a mask.
I wear a mask.
I wear a mask.
I wear a mask. I wear a mask. I wear a mask.
I wear a mask.
I wear a mask.
Be a team player.
Mask up, Bearcats.
Mask up, Bearcats.
Mask up, Bearcats.
Hey, I hope everybody's having a good summer. We'll see you soon, and mask up, Bearcats.
At TC & More in Scottsbluff, we have toys and puzzles for your children, or they make a great gift. TC & More has craft activities, pretend play toys, and dozens of puzzles and games for all ages. We also have the largest supply of Melissa and Doug toys. And we still carry all of your classroom essentials. Remember to like TC & More on Facebook. TC & More, 1621 Broadway, beautiful downtown Scottsbluff.
Welcome back. Unified Command confirming 11 new COVID-19 cases during their Monday evening update, as well as 30 new recoveries. The new cases include 4 in Scottsbluff County, 3 in Dawes, 2 in Box Butte, and 1 each in Sheridan and Garden counties. The recoveries included 15 in Dawes County, 6 in Scottsbluff County, 3 in Sheridan County, 2 in Morrill County, and 1 each in Garden and Dual counties. Well, the Cheyenne County Sheriff's Office is investigating a situation that occurred Sunday afternoon near Sidney, during which a suspect stole a Nebraska State Patrol cruiser in an attempt to avoid arrest and crashed a short time later. After a traffic stop for speeding on I-80 near Sidney, troopers were attempting to place a couple under arrest after a vehicle search found a pound of marijuana, a large sum of cash, and a handgun. The male suspect entered the passenger side of the cruiser, climbed over the console, and stole the vehicle, nearly striking the trooper as he pulled away. One of the troopers used the other cruiser to pursue the suspect, who lost control of the vehicle and rolled several times, being ejected from the cruiser. When the troopers arrived on scene, he called for an ambulance and provided medical aid. The suspect was transported to Sidney Hospital and has since been flown to Loveland, Colorado. The 29-year-old male suspect from California and 28-year-old female suspect from Chicago are both facing numerous charges. The State Patrol has requested the Cheyenne County Sheriff's Office investigate the incident. And the Nebraska Supreme Court will decide whether to allow voters to decide whether to legalize medical marijuana in November. Lancaster County Sheriff Terry Wagner filed a challenge on Friday to Secretary of State Bob Ebden's ruling that the medical marijuana ballot initiative qualified to be on the ballot. Ebden said a day earlier that the Nebraskans for Medical Marijuana Group had collected enough signatures to put the issue on the ballot. Opponents of the measure argue that it violates state rules requiring ballot measures to focus on a single question. Organizers of the ballot measure have said they're confident the measure will survive the legal challenge. Well, straight ahead, the high school football season kicked off Friday night. We have highlights from the Gering Torrington game right after this on KNEB.TV News.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny.
That's 'cause it's mine.
Hey, this chair is just right.
This bed is way too hard.
It's perfect for me.
This bed is way too soft.
Ah, just what I needed. This bed is just right.
So come on over to Leeds Heads.
Home buying is filled with decisions. Neighborhood, floor plan, fenced yard. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home. Home buying is filled with decisions. Square feet, fixer-upper, room to grow. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
Let's rewind to Friday night for the opening kickoff of the high school football season. Here on KNB.TV, it was the Gering Bulldogs hosting Torrington in the head coaching debut for Gering's Danny O'Boyle. The offenses were clicking early for both teams. Torrington gets an early touchdown pass to take the early lead, but then Gering was able to answer right back with a long drive that chewed up the yardage and the clock, and it was eventually capped off by a short touchdown run from Brady Radimski to tie the game at 6. This game turned for good in the third quarter on a pair of Gering turnovers. After a fumble, it was Torrington hitting the touchdown pass, and then they'd make it a 2-score game after Gering fumbled a punt and was cashed in for a field goal. Gering quarterback did his best to keep his team alive, using his legs for multiple scrambles with runs to keep drives alive and move the chains. He was named the Gering Player of the Game. Gering will host Grand Island Northwest on Friday night. In our radio-only game from Friday, it was Scottsbluff getting shut out by Columbus 13-0. This was the first time that the Cats had been shut out since 2008. Scottsbluff will host 2-0 Hastings on Friday night. And last week we featured Nate Lashley here at the Sports Desk as the Platte Valley Pro-Am teed off on Friday. Lashley was a factor on Sunday. but he was not the winner. Nick Mason and Jared Hack both finished regulation at 13 under par, and it was Mason winning on the first playoff hole with a birdie. Lashley shot an opening round 76, but then rallied to finish 5th with the tournament low round on Sunday, that coming in at a 64. Coming up tonight here on KNB.TV, it's prep volleyball with Scottsbluff hosting Chadron. Coverage here on the TV side, plus radio will get started at approximately 5:45. That is the latest today from right here at the FNBO Sports Desk. We'll have your community calendar right after this on KNB.TV News.
Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can focus on what matters most. Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can earn more, save more, and do more.
As our world has changed, the way we stay connected looks different than before. Even though our communities and classrooms face new challenges and uncertainties, Viera Wireless is here to help your kids keep learning, in the classroom or at home. For less than 35 cents a day, our Student Unlimited plan has nationwide talk, text, and data, hotspot internet, and a free smartphone with no credit approval required. Learn more at viero.com or your nearest Viero store. Viera Wireless, keeping you connected.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gering, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gering at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
At Platte Valley Bank, we believe it shouldn't cost you money to access your money. That's why we offer free ATMs anytime, anywhere. Whether you are across town or traveling abroad, there won't be an added expense to access the funds in your Platte Valley Bank account. Free ATMs are just one of the great benefits of banking with us. Stop by to talk to one of our friendly associates to discuss what else Platte Valley Bank has to offer.
And finally tonight, Governor Pete Ricketts expressed support for the steps taken by the Department of Corrections in containing a virus outbreak at the Nebraska State Pen in Lincoln. The entire facility was placed under quarantine Sunday after 29 inmates from 4 different housing units had tested positive, with visitation suspended across the entire Nebraska prison system. Ricketts says the state has been prepared for such a contingency.
And of course, we've got the resources to be able to offer testing to all of our inmates, and we'd already done that previously. In fact, we'd done that several months ago. And we've got a plan with regard to our Department of Corrections on how to manage this, so we're just going to be continuing to work our plan, and that's what Director Frakes has put in place. So I'm very confident he will just continue to manage this.
Meanwhile, Ricketts said there has been no decision on accepting President Trump's extended pandemic unemployment insurance of $400 per week, 100 of which would come from the state. The deadline to accept the funding under a presidential executive order is September 10th. South Dakota's governor has already declined that offer. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you here next time.